put them in your chat box and I will answer them. If you would like any one-on-one sessions, we can definitely arrange that as well. We're just going to load up our webinar and we will begin. And I got to tell you guys, there's some exciting things happening here at New Viewer, and soon I'll be able to share it with you. But all I'm going to say is exosomes. Very, very exciting. Hopefully, we won't be here next week because we do have in Ontario our Family Day. And so there will not be a weekly webinar, but following that, we'll have some exciting announcements. So let's begin. Welcome to New Viewer's weekly webinar series. We are New Viewer. We are a Canadian company, and we are the trusted distributor to some of the world-leading pharmaceutical companies. And we represent their cutting-edge technologies and medical devices here in Canada and in North America. Our mission is to bring the world's most innovative ideas and technologies and methods to you, our clients, to help you grow and sustain your practices. And here at New Viewer, we proudly showcase products for over 20 renowned companies. So I'd like to introduce you to some of our main brands. This has taken the country by storm. If you have not heard about Aptos threads and thread methods, then you need to pick up a phone and check out some social platforms, because we have got Dr. Salamansi's wonderful Aptos methods here in Canada. We have recently received our licensing at the end of January, and we are now taking opening orders for the Excellent Visage method. And if you would like to be part of our training, we'll have 3 trainings right now organized, one here in the Toronto GTA area. As well, we have one organized in Calgary, Alberta, and a third in Vancouver, British Columbia. So if you are a doctor or work with doctors that are interested in providing one of the easiest, straightforward, and natural looking threads out there, get a hold of one of our team leads today. We also represent Fedia High Tissue PRP. And Fedia High Tissue PRP offers you the highest concentration of platelets available here in Canada. Easy, straightforward, and the best results. And then, of course, we have our medical supplies. You see, here at New Viewer, we want to be your one-stop shop. So we offer you thousands of SKUs from anything from your PPEs all the way to your diagnostic tools. We also price match. So collect your invoices, check out our pricing. If you don't see on our website something that you want in your practice, just let us know and we'll source it out to you and get you the best price out there. And of course, we have the German technology devices called Geska. And Geska devices are fantastic. Not only are they a great price point for your clients, but they are so versatile in the clinic within your treatments, as well as to improve that absorption of products at home, help with the beautiful results you provide them, allow them to keep them going with our Geska devices. And with that Geska, you can use it with our dermaceutic laboratory. If you're looking for a secondary line that's going to help you enhance your device treatments, this is your brand. This gives you a very concise, very small brand that gives you most concentration for prepping, post-treatment immediately, and maintaining those results. Dermaceutical Laboratory. And they are the #1 chemical peel company in France. And of course, who we're talking about today, one of my favorites, Mesoaesthetic. This is a company that is the world market leader when it comes to medical cosmetics. They based in science, they create about science, and they back it up with science. This is a global minded company. So there are treatments for every type of skin, every skin concern for the back bar as well as retail. And they are the experts when it comes to pigmentation, bringing you Cosmolan and Dermamelan. However, today we're going to talk about something even more exciting for those that have issues with acne. And I'm Pina Lee. So I'm your clinical education lead here at New York, and I'm here to support you in any way we can. So today, let's talk about Blemiderm. Blemiderm, if you aren't familiar with it, is a beautiful treatment from the minds of Mesoaesthetic. It's the reformulation of our original Acnelan. And this treatment system is designed to free the skin from blemishes. You see, acne vulgaris, or better known as acne, is an inflammatory condition of the skin that affects those vital sebaceous units of the skin. Now, around the world, acne attacks everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. 80% of people between the ages of 24 and or 4, excuse me, 12 and 24 years of age suffer with some form of acne. With over 5 million Canadians here at home, that's nearly 20% of our population dealing and suffering with some form of acne. And for these Canadians, 20% of them are experiencing adult acne for one reason or another. You see, acne isn't just for teenagers. It starts even at birth. There's a lot of newborns that have that transferal hormones from their mom to the baby. But most frequently, we're going to see acne in that teenage years when they go through puberty. And then in adulthood, we still can't escape it, especially for women and their hormone activity. So you see, this is something that we deal with. And it doesn't just have an impact on our skin, a physical impact. It causes emotional impact for people that suffer from acne and also psycho-emotional impact. I know for myself, I had great skin growing up, and then I hit my 20s, no more hormonal acne. And that is what led me to my career in aesthetics. Totally selfish. However, now I have empowered myself to fix my own acne and help others. And, that phytosebaceous unit is such an amazing little structure. It's part of our you know, sensory system that helps us and protects us. The hair follicle, and of course, the sebaceous gland. So on the top of the skin, we've got that C. acne bacteria that protects us and has a purpose. However, when that C. acne bacteria becomes more, and we have that differentiation not happening in that skin, there's just that constant production of skin cells. We look at diet. Now, of course, certain foods don't cause acne, but that part of your world, what you put into your body, can cause inflammation and trigger pathways in the body, just like your emotions. It never fails. You're going to have a big day tomorrow. You go to bed all worried and anxious and happy and scared, and you wake up with a big, inflamed red lesion because your hormones are going crazy. And then, of course, bring in that imbalance of that bacteria that we need on the surface of the skin, and a whole bunch of problems can start. And when we talk about acne, you don't wake up with a full face of inflamed lesions of acne. It is like a snowball effect. It starts off with one snowflake and can turn into a snowball that can muster into a downward spiral off a cliff and into an avalanche of acne. But no kidding aside, there are different degrees of acne out there and different degrees of severity. So when we're talking about acne prone skin, these are the skins that are combination skins. They're producing oil in one area that's more than the rest of the face, or they're an oily skin with a lot of oil, usually in that T zone. If it's more hormonal, it'd be in the chin area. And the skin itself can be thickened and the texture can be very irregular. Enlarged pores and follicles definitely visible. And of course, you may have that localized temporary lesions, not full on acne. That's your oily, prone, acne prone skin. Then we have that skin that has active acne, where they are oily, a very seborrheic skin. Excessive oil on the entire skin. You can see a shine present. That skin, of course, is irregular and thickened with those indifferentiated cells. And those pores are dilated, very visible. And of course, you're going to have a combination of non-inflamed or comedone lesions and inflamed lesions at your pustules and papules. And these will be frequently and constantly occurring on the skin. The wonderful news is Mesoaesthetic brings us the solution with Blemiderm method. This is a beautiful treatment that has been enhanced from our acne land. So it is better because it took all the goodness of acne land and improved it. It now is a two-phase system. We've improved those formulations. We have highly active ingredients and a brand new delivery system called transithoicism. And this transithoism are going to bring those ingredients to where you need them. And of course, like everything in mesoaesthetic, based in science with the clinical proof to show you it works. And in that mesos fashion, it's a comprehensive system that allows you to treat in office, but allows you also to continue that treatment at home. And this is exactly the scope of practice or target scope for your Blemiderm treatment. We can do grades 1 to 3, the acne that's inflamed as well as those comedones. But what's beautiful about this treatment is not just corrective on the surface. This is going to prevent all that post-acne trauma, as I call it, the redness, that post-inflammatory erythema, that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and of course, all the pitting and scars that remain once that acne is resolved. So when you use the Blemiderm system, it is going to work externally as well as internally. This is a multidimensional process that acts on the root of the problem to correct those blemishes, improve that quality of the skin, reducing the shine and refining that skin texture. And how does it go about it? Well, as I say, it is comprehensive. So it's going to work on those pathways that cause the blemishes, offering that multilateral approach, not just at the surface of the skin, not just at that sebaceous gland, but at those pathways that cause that initial inflammation. So when we talk about acne, of course, we talk about it starts from how and what we put into our body, how we deal with different environmental factors, emotional factors. However, inside the body can only do what the body can do, and it's course of action. So we're going to have that inflammation. So what your Blemiderm is going to do, it's going to inhibit those hormone pathways, reducing that hyperseborrheic action, reducing that keratinization of the skin. It is also going to help with balancing that microbial of bacteria on the surface of the skin. And it's going to help with inflammation as well as bringing down that redness. And how it does this is with our beautiful complexes. The Blemiderm complexes is a special delivery system. They use these oil-based ingredients like the neem oil and the retinol to produce this delivery system that keeps them all safe and brings them down to that sebaceous gland and to that hair follicle in that phytosebaceous unit to get to the root of the issues. It does control those different pathways to decrease that oil production, increase the autophagy of those skin cells, and of course, reduce that inflammation that causes the redness. And in meso fashion, they have the science to prove it. When you are using brilliant ingredients on the skin, you don't have that proper delivery system, it won't get those ingredients to where it needs to go. All it does is give you more reactions on the skin. So here you can see with the coloration that we bring those ingredients, if they were there on their own without that delivery system of the transithosomes, they would just sit at the surface of that dermal epidermal junction. But with that beautiful delivery system, it brings those ingredients where they need to go and actually target those different roots of the problem. And here is the results. This is using the Blemiderm treatment daily for every evening for 3 months. And you can see, I love looking at it with the machines because with lighting, you can make everything look good. But when you look under the skin, here you go, just after 3 short months, you can see an improvement of that skin. That looks fantastic. The redness is gone and it is for that hormonal acne. Beautiful results. And here's under just in 90 days. Now, when I suffered with acne in my 20s, I would have loved to have something that worked this quickly and this effectively on my skin. But now we do have it, and it's the Blemiderm treatment, a comprehensive treatment for optimal results. We have our professional treatment that you, the expert, are going to use in your treatment room. And then within that pack, you're going to give your client their home treatment to take home and continue the beautiful results. This is a 90-day, or the treatment cycles of 90 days. Every 2 weeks, the client's going to come in for their in-office procedure, and then they're going to follow it up with their home care. Now, for most people, 3 is perfect to deal with their acne. But if you are dealing with a very resilient or stubborn skin, then you can extend that treatment cycle to 4 treatments per cycle. And it is recommended if you do have someone who needs a little more help that you can perform 2 complete cycles. So 6 to 8 treatments in a calendar year. And the nice thing about Blemiderm protocol, it does work beautifully with other methods and other treatments. So if they are on topical or oral antibiotics for their acne, yes, you can still do the Blemiderm treatment. And even with your hormonal therapy. Now, if they are on your oral retinols, we will not do the treatment. However, they can use the Blemiderm treatment cream home each night. When it comes to that professional treatment, we give you everything you need for your patient in one box. So you have your 3 treatments and 1 bottle of your post-heal neutralizing spray. So nice. Thank you for that question. Their question was, what's the difference between Acne Land? Is the mask the same? Well, Acne Land was our original, and it was a beautiful treatment. However, with the increase of information and the advancements in science, Mesoaesthetic took this opportunity to make acne land better. So the treatment effects are even much more significant. The treatment itself has slightly changed. As you can see, there is another step to the treatment, and we'll get into it a little more. And the ingredients have also, we kept all the amazing ingredients of acne land and added more. So I'm just going to go quickly through the protocol. When you go into training, we'll go into it at more depth. But here you can see you're just going to cleanse that skin with the oil removing of any kind of removing system. You're going to use our Blemiderm pre-peel. Then you're going to use the Blemiderm mask. So when it comes to the specifics of this treatment, we have our Blemiderm pre-peel. Now, this is an exfoliating solution. So we're going to use this to remove all that skin. We're going to unclog the follicles to allow the products of that Blemiderm mask to enter deeply into the skin. However, this also has its own amazing ingredients from retinol and bakuchiol, our vitamin A properties. We've got our AHAs and BHAs as well as our PHAs to help with that keratinization on the surface of the skin and help with the regulation of sebum. Once you've used the Blemiderm pre-peel, we're going to neutralize, cleanse, and dry the skin. And then we're going to apply the Blemiderm mask. Like its predecessor in acne land, you will still give it a stir, get that active ingredients formulation going, and then we're going to apply that mask to the face. This too is going to help with clearing from the outside externally, but working on those pathways, using that Blemizome complex to deliver the ingredients and control those hormonal and inflammatory pathways. In the Blemiderm mask, you can see we have that Blemizome complex, pyruvic acid, as well. We've got salicylic, mandelic, shikimic, hyaluron, as well as sulfur. So it still is a clay mask. You're still going to use water to remove it, and it is going to stay on the skin slightly longer than the previous one. And like our previous acne land, it does have the Blemiderm in the pack. It does give you one post-peel neutralizing spray. Now, I have to tell you, I've used many neutralizing sprays in my career, as well as created my own. However, this is my go-to for any chemical peel, especially with Blemiderm, because not only does it have that sodium bicarbonate to do that chemical reaction and neutralize, it also has that aloe vera extract. So that is definitely going to help with that calming and soothing of the skin. I did see your message and I will answer it for you. So again, just to review, we've got the 3 clinical sessions that are performed every 2 weeks in the clinic. Then we're going to, of course, give that client their home pack. And in their home pack, they're going to have their daily cleansing foamer, as well as their actives for the treatment. And in this formulation, we've got that Blemi Clear Complex. This is an exclusive complex for the Blemiderm range. So all your retail products will have it, as well in your Blemiderm office treatment. And this is exactly how these ingredients do their job. Doing that hormonal control, inhibiting that 5A reductase that controls the pathways from hormones. We've got that beautiful solution that's going to help with stopping the formation of too much of that C. acne bacteria on the surface of the skin. We're going to ensure that inflammatory process, bringing down the inflammation, reducing that redness, and of course, regulating that sebum production so we can have a properly functioning phytosebaceous unit. And the ingredients in here are absolutely delicious. You've got a 10% azelaic acid as well as retinol. Now, what's nice about this retinol, it's also a liposome, so it drives it down into the skin where it needs to do its work. And with your AHAs, PHAs, and PHAs, it is going to help with oil production, skin renewal, getting rid of that shine, keeping that skin metabolism strong so it can do its work and give you a smoother complexion. So when we break down what's in that home pack, you've got your purifying mousse. And this is an absolutely delightful cleanser. It is a foam. You just need one half a pump most times. It's so luxurious, so beautifully concentrated with these gorgeous active ingredients like your AHAs and BHA, the lactic acid to help hydrate and moisturize. It's got a really nice menthol effect. So it's got that beautiful antiseptic action, reducing the redness, reducing the thickness of that stratum corneum. And then at night, you're going to use that active ingredients of the Blemiderm treatment. So for the first couple, 24 to 48 hours, just use the cleanser and a hydrator. Definitely need a hydrator when you're doing Blemiderm. So then you will introduce the actives only at night. You need to use these in the day. And as you can see, it's got your azelaic, it's got your shikemic acid, it's got your beautiful HAs and BHAs. This is very strong, so please, a little goes a long way. And if you do need extra support, Blemiderm does give you different options. We've got our Blemiderm local control. And this is a beautiful spot treater. It is in a gel formation, so it's very lightweight, easily absorbed. You're going to use this to reduce the inflammation and redness of your existing pustules and papules. It's going to accelerate that healing process, and it is just that extra bit of power to clear your skin quickly. Now, of course, when you put your skin to work, whether you're doing rejuvenation for pigmentation or aging, and here for your acne issues, you do sometimes need a little bit more support. And for that reason, we have come up with a protocol for that ouchy skin. We've got some beautiful products. The pink, anything in pink when it comes to mesoaesthetic is going to calm and soothe that skin. So I like the skin balance when it comes to oily and acneic skins because of its formulation and its action. It's a very ultra light concentrate. So 4 to 5 drops for the face and neck is more than enough. It's your daily maintenance to keep your barrier strong and resilient. Not only that, it's going to help again with that red, raw skin that sometimes acne skins get. I know this because I was one of them. And this is such a beautiful product to calm and soothe and just give you a hug every day. And then, of course, a hydrator. All skins need a hydrator. I don't care how much oil you produce. And that's why I have really like the HydroVital Light for the daily hydration. So during the day, the client can go with that skin balance if they have a lot of redness and irritation. And of course, that HydroVital Light, day and night. It's a beautiful, refreshing gel cream, very lightweight, providing 24 hours of protection for hydration, preventing transepidural loss on that traumatized acne skin. And if you like a mask, this is the one they would use while they're on treatment. While they're prepping for treatment, we have other options. But hydration is the key to healing for any type of skin. So when we're talking afterwards or before, you've got options. So Blemiderm has, of course, your daily cleanser from the cleansing line. But for that acne prone skin or post treatment, once they've recovered from the acne, they're going to use that Blemiderm treatment for that purpose. But afterwards, they can use that beautiful Blemiderm resurfacing gel. So this would be their maintenance once the acne is under control. So this again is used at night in lieu of the Blemiderm treatment cream. So once the acne is controlled, or if it's just non-inflamed acne, just the congestion or blackheads and whiteheads, your comedones, I would turn to the resurfacing gel because it allows you still with that Blemi Clear complex. It still helps you with keeping those follicles and pores from being clogged up and causing that snowball effect. And of course, I also love the purifying mask. This pure renewing mask is gorgeous because it can be used before they come in for Blemiderm treatment to get that skin prepped and to maintain those gorgeous results once they've completed their 3 treatments. They would use it once to twice a week. And what's lovely about this, it's a 2-in-1. When you apply it to the skin and let it sit for anywhere between, 2 to 10 minutes, depending on your tolerance. For those inflamed skins, they would just wash it off. But if you have a non-inflamed skin that likes to do a bit of scrubs to get into those follicles, get into those, deep pores, we've got the Pure Renewing Mask. So once you let it sit and dry, before you remove it, can take some water and now add it to your mask. This changes the scrub into a scrub. And now with those beautiful cellulose particles, you can get in there and gently remove that congestion within those follicles. So some beautiful products that are going to support you once you finish your treatment. And Blemiderm truly does free the skin from all blemishes. It's a new generation of our acne land. It's got that multilateral addressing all those acneic lesions, but working under the skin on those pathways, dealing with the inflammation, dealing with those hormonal issues, allowing you to bring that skin clear and free of blemishes. So thank you for joining us. I will answer questions that I see in the box. And I do want to mention our weekly promo. As you know, every week it's important to register because every week, whatever we feature on our weekly webinar will be promo. And this week we are offering 5% off your clinic orders for all of the products and system discussed in our webinar today. So please ensure that you use this code and it will be good until our next webinar. And of course, if you are looking for a new job in this industry, we are hiring. We are hiring across the country. And with Aptos now able to sell in Canada, we're looking for more and more team members. So please send in your resumes. And if you have any questions that I don't answer today, or if you would like to schedule a one-on-one clinic education system for you and your team, please reach out to me by phone, text, or by email. And now I'm going to go to our questions. I see here, hi, what's the difference? So I did answer that. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I had a person ask now about the removal of that clay mask. Yes, it's still made with the kaolin. I do find this one a little easier to remove, but here is a pro tip. When you're ready to apply your mask, before you apply the mask, get yourself 2 good 4x4 gauze saturated with water. Then get a 4x4 gauze and saturate it with neutralizer. When your time of exposure is complete, take your water soaked gauze and do compression on the skin. This will neutralize the skin and keep just pressing. Then you can take your water soaked gauze with gentle circular motion and remove it. Then I like to follow up with the neutralizer to ensure that there's no discomfort on that client's skin. And then again, back with plenty of water. I like to use more water to do the removal than the um, post neutralizer for cost efficiency, of course. And then just make sure it's all removed. But honestly, lots of compression, lots of water, and gentle circular motions will help you remove that mask. I hope that helps and answers all your questions. You're so welcome. Any other questions today? No? Well, again, I want to thank you. And please, just another reminder that our weekly webinar will not be on for tomorrow or for next Monday, as we are celebrating Canada Day here in Ontario. I know some of our provinces and territories celebrate this week. So from everyone here at New York, I'd like to thank you for joining us, and I'd like to wish you a happy and safe Monday and see you in a couple of weeks. Have a great day and enjoy.